MS Auctions property auction. We have this auction and then an auction on the 9th of December to end the year. I will briefly explain to you the terms and conditions of today's auction for those that haven't attended before, and for those that obviously have, the seasoned investors and investors, I apologise, bear with me for 5 minutes. In respect of health and safety precautions, I understand that the fire alarm is one continuous tone. Follow the exit signs and end up outside on the concourse near the white flag. That's the fire collection point. I will be in front of you, so move quickly. Please make sure you have registered for today's auction. This is vitally important, not only for health and safety reasons, but also for my ability to be able to accept your bid. You will require a buyer's number in order to be able to successfully bid. So if you haven't already done so, please pop out to the registration desk, make your registration, and we'll do everything we can to help you. If you are successful today, you will be asked for 2 forms of ID. Some of you may already have done that. That's one form of ID, passport or driving licence, and one form of address, obviously to cover everybody for money laundering regulations. You should have in your possession a copy of the catalogue and also a copy of the addendum. The addendum does form part of the contract, so please be aware of the conditions and notes contained within it. Again, if you are successful, you will be asked to sign a copy of the addendum just as evidence that you have actually seen that. Of the 72 properties in the catalogue, we have approximately 61 properties to offer. Bear with me 1 second.
Yeah, should we get everyone up to sort your sound out?
Right, we're just having a bit of a sound problem outside, so we'll just deal with that as we go along. In the majority of cases, completion on the properties today is 28 days. There are 1 or 2 lots which are subject to a 14-day completion. I will do my very best to bring these to your attention as we go. Now, very importantly, and it's important that everybody listens to this bit really, if you're not sure, don't bid. If you bid and I accept your bid, I will be automatically assuming that you are happy with what you have purchased today. It is not a contract. When you sign the contract, it is a contract upon the fall of the gavel. So when I do that, you bought the property, like it or not. So if you're not sure, check the legal pack. If you're still not sure, please wait until later and bid me later on post the auction. One of my colleagues to this side, Nicholas most likely, will escort you and help you with any questions. I cannot take any questions from the rostrum. So again, if you've got any immediate questions, speak to Nicholas and he will look after you if you are a successful bidder and escort you through the back to our contract desk where you will be asked to exchange your contract. You will be asked to pay a 10% deposit and a £600 contract documentation charge, which enables you to take away all the legal documents for the property you purchased. There's no negotiation as to that. That is the way it is. Lastly, before we make our start in a few moments' time, please be aware that our auction is made up of 3 parts. We have 1 or 2 prior to auction sales. We obviously hope to sell a few to you this morning, and we will certainly make some sales post-auction. So if you're unsuccessful or I'm unable to sell due to not being able to reach the reserve, again, please indicate to one of the members of the auction team on this side, and they will do their very best to help you, and we will try and create a deal on your behalf. I'll just double check that we've got some sound outside. We haven't? And then
Oliver,
Mike, I'm okay here. All right.
He's a maintenance man. Have you come to buy that flat on Byron House?
1, 2, 1, 2.
It's in Hitler. Oh, yeah.
I hope so. They're asking me to say it.
He's come to buy himself today.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Standing there,
Yeah.
just giving them the card.
Sorry.
They're gonna manage.
Yeah, fantastic.
1, 2, 1, 2,
Why not?
1, 2. That's it. Leave it there. Leave it there.
When they come now.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we will get on with lot number 1, flat 110D, Goodmaid Road, Ilford, Essex. There we are, first floor, self-contained, 2-bed flat, leasehold, the ground rent of just £75 per annum, investment currently achieving £9,900 per annum, no rent arrears whatsoever on this one, and a guide price of 100,000 plus. There we are, popular area of Ilford, close to the local amenities. I'm certain that there's many people here that know the area very, very well. In fact, there is. So where do you want to be? Put it in at the guide, put it in at 100,000. 100,000 where? Well, 100,000 to get on. 80,000 if you like. 80,000. Somebody bid me. 80,000 on bid. At 80 bid. At 80,000 bid. At 80,000 bid for it then at 80,000. At 80,000 bid. At 80,000 bid. At 85. At 85,000. 90,000. 90,000 bid. 90,000 bid for it then at 90,000. 95. May I say 95? 95,000. 95,000. 100. 100 bid. 100 bid for it then at 100. 100,000. 100,000. 5. 105. 105. 10. 110. 110. Try again then. 110. At 110,000 bid. At 110,000 bid. 15. 115. 20. At 120. At 120 bid. At 120 bid for it then at 120,000. At 120. At 120 bid. At 120 bid. Small steps you like. I'll take 2 if it helps. At 120,000. 2 anywhere at 120,000. Are we sure? 120,000 bid, make no mistake, it's in the market. Don't miss it. The first one's always the cheapest because everybody gets carried away afterwards. 120,000. At 120,000, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to sell, make no mistake, at 120,000. I'm going to ask you for a first time, a second time, and a third time. But I warn you, I can't always promise to do that because I might get carried away as well. So, the first time at 120,000, the second time at 120,000, not missing anybody, I sell away, you lose it then, at 120,000. Thank you, sir. I move briefly on to lot number 2, number 62 Roman Road, East Ham. The 3-bed mid-terrace house, situated in a popular residential area. Once again, many near neighbours, a close community here, close to the High Street and Central Park. As an investment or a residential property, currently achieving £950 per month. With a guide price of £160,000, freehold, subject to the site for an assured short-hold tenancy at £950. Well, a guide of book of £160, and it isn't going to make less, so we had a guide of £100 before, and you were all a bit uncertain. Let's 160 to be away, 160 where? Put me in at 160. Well, 40 then. 140. Don't make me work too hard. Is there anybody here for it at 140,000? 140 bid. At 140,000 bid for it then at 140. Front row, make no mistake, at 140,000. At 140 bid. At 140 bid. 50. 150. At 150. At 150. Treat the same 60. 160, 160, at 160 bid, at 160 bid for it, at 160, at 160, fresh blood 70, 170, 170, 180, 90, 190, 190. I've got two bidders at 190, at 190,000, at 190,000 bid, at 190,000 bid, at 190,000 bid for it, at 190,000, at 190, at 190, at 190. I look around, 2, 192, at 192, at 192. Think about it again, read a bit more, at 192. Genuine bid in the doorway at 192,000. I'll give you time at 192,000. At 192,000 bid. At 192,000 bid 4. 194. At 194. At 194,000. At 194,000. All the time in the world then at 194,000. At 194,000 bid. At 194,000. At 194,000. Take a little one if it helps at 194. Will one help you? 5. 195. At 195. At 195,000. At 195,000. At 195,000. At 195,000. At 195,000 bid. At 195,000, make no mistake, at 195,000. My bid is to the right at 195,000. At 195,000. At 195,000 bid, one more to help you at 195,000. May I? At 195,000. Ladies and gentlemen, so near but yet so far, 195, nearly there. Please come and talk to us. We move on to lot number 3. 32 Adam Road, Playstone. London E13. It's freehold property once again, currently on a short hold tenancy at £950 per month. So achieving one in excess of 10,000 per year. Freehold residential investment. With a guide of 150 this time. Slightly lower guide. Lovely little spot this, you can see by the secondary photograph. There we are. Put it in at the guide, 150, 150, I don't mind a bit of work at 150. Well, 30 then, 130 bid 40, 50, 150, 60, 160, I'm sorry, 160 down, 70, 170, 170 down, at 170 bid. May I? At 170 bid. At 170,000 bid, at 170 bid. At 170 bid. Yes or no? At 170,000 bid for it, at 170,000. At 170. At 170. At 180. 180. At 180 bid. 90. 190. 190 bid. At 190. At 190. Make no mistake, my bid is in the front row. At 190. At 190,000. At 190,000 bid. At 190 bid. 200 may I? At 200 bid. 200,000. 200 bid. 200,000 bid for that at 200. At 200,000 bid for that at 200. At 200,000 bid for that at 200. At 200 bid. At 200 bid. You all sure? At 200? Surely not so quickly. I can't have set off with 4 bidders and ended up with one and everybody going no, no, no. At 200 bid, and 200,000 bid for it there at 200, at 200, at 200 bid, at 200 bid. May I advise you, just try one if you can, because it could do 2, 202, 202,000, 202,000. Many thanks for trying. 202,000, at 202,000, at 202 bid, at 202. At 202,000, at 202, at 202,000, at 202,000, at 205, at 205, at 205,000, at 205,000, at 205,000, at 205 bit, at 205 bit. One more. 500 help? 205. Give me 500.
Hello.
You're trying very hard. Give me 500. 205. 500. Tell you what, I think 500 will stop. 205, 500. 205, 500. At 205, 500 then. At 205, 500. At 205, 500. Ladies and gentlemen, at 205,500. May I then at 205,500. At 205, 500 I have. First time then, 205, 500. Second time at 205, 500. Third time at 205, 500. What are the points from? At 205, 500. Excuse me for 1 second. Nick. At 205, 500. At 205, 500 then, and I sell away at 205, 500. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to sell conditional on vendor's acceptance. Have we got a yes or no? Yes, we've got a yes. At 205, 500, we sell away. Well done. Thank you very much for your help. We move on to lot number 4, number 6, Adine Road, Claystone, London, E13. This vacant one, this is so slightly different, worth more in London terms, I think. Vacant property, 3-bed mid-terrace. Rare opportunity to be so close to the local amenities and conveniences. Once again, a guide of 160,000 plus. So there we are. You can see the way things are playing out. But I don't mind. I can do this all day. In fact, I could do it today and tomorrow if you need to. So there we are. Put it in at 150,000. Put it in under the guide to get away quickly. 150 may I? 150 yes or no anywhere? Of 150 bed. At 150,000 bed, fit at 150. At 150 bed. At 150,000 bed. At 150,000 bed. At 150 bed. At 150,000 bed, fit at 150 bed. At 150 bed. At 150,000 bed. At 150 bed. At 150 bed. Yes or no at 150 bed? 60. 160. 106. 106. 70. 170. 80. 180. 180,000. At 180,000. At 180,000. 90. 190. At 190. At 190. Yes or no at 195. 195. At 195,000. At 195,000. 200. 200 bid. 200,000 bid. 200 bid. 200 bid for that. 200 bid. 200 bid. Don't let me miss you. 200 bid. 200,000 bid for that. 200. 200. 200,000 bid for that. 200. 200. 200,000 bid for that. 200. You all sure at 200? Little one to help anybody at 200. Was that a bid, madam? No. At 200. At 200,000 bid for that. 200. At 200 bid. At 200 bid for that. At 200. Is that where we stop at 200? At 200,000 bid for that. 200. One to help you at 200. At 200,000 bid. I sell away then. For the first time at 200. For the second time at 200. And for the third and final time at 200,000. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. Come and see us on that. So near yet so far. We move on. Slightly different thing, different place. A little bit further north to Luton. LU1, the long lease sold opportunity. 2-bed upper floor flat. Close to Luton town centre. With a lease in excess of 100 years. McDonald's 70,000 plus. A lot of interest in this one. To be sold on a conditional contract as the block 3, subject to vendor's acceptance, which could take a few minutes or might take an hour. So I'll leave it with you. I think I might have somebody on the phone. No? No joy on the phone? Okay. We may have a phone bidder that seems to be struggling to get through. So I'll make a start in any event. Guide price of 70,000. Where do you want to be? 80 or 70,000 to get started. 80 or 70,000. Well, 60 if you want then. 60,000 on bid. 60 bid. That's 60,000 bid for it then at 60,000. That's 60 bid. That's 60,000 bid for it then at 60,000. That's 60,000. 5. 65. 65,000. 65,000 bid for it then at 65. 65. 65. 70. 70,000. 70,000. 70,000 bid. That's 70,000 bid. That's 70,000 bid for it then at 70,000. That's 70,000. That's 70,000. 5. 75. 75,000. 75,000 bid for it then at 75. That's 75,000 bid for it then at 75. That's 75,000 bid. That's 75,000 bid for it then at 75. That's 75,000 bid for it then at 75,000. All sure? That's 75,000. 80. 80,000. 80,000 bids. 80,000 bid for it then at 80,000. At 80,000. At 80,000. At 80,000. Try again. At 80,000. 5. 85. 85. 85. At 85,000. At 85,000 bid for it then at 85,000. At 85,000. At 85,000 bid for it then at 85,000. At 85,000 bid for it then at 85. At 85. At 85,000 bid for it then at 85. And again. At 85, I ask you again at 85,000.
Okay.
Make sure at 85,000.
Oh, okay.
Yes or no? At 85. First time, 90, 90,000. 90. Don't be.
20 flats.
Don't be delayed.
Definitely, yeah, because
90,000. At 90,000. At 90,000. At 90,000. I'll take one you like.
back, man,
90,000.
you'll have the wrench cut
At
finish.
90,000.
Definitely.
At 90,000. 2. 92. 92. At 92,000. At 92,000 bid. At 92,000. At 92,000 bid for that at 92. At 92,000. At 92,000 bid. At 92,000 bid for that at 92. At 92. At 92,000 bid for that at 92. I'll take one if you like at 92,000. At 92,000 bid for that at 92. At 92,000 to be sold on a conditional contract subject to vendor's approval at 92,000. At 92,000. First time then, at 92,000. Second time at 92. Third and final time. Sure you're not coming this time? 92,000. One more help at 92. 3. Any good? No, he said. 92,000. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. Just bear with me for 1 second. Okay, I'll leave Nicholas with that one. Thank you. We move on swiftly to lot number 6. Number 11, Fulton Avenue. Good news, ladies and gentlemen, sold prior. Actually exchanged first thing this morning for 400,000. Moving on to my area, my stomping ground, Lincolnshire. The Holmhurst Safari Hotel. Number 3, Alexandra Road, Three Thoughts. Looking out onto the seafront, mixed use opportunity, freehold mixed commercial and residential investment, with 9 to 10 bedrooms operating as guest house, fully licensed bar and bistro, alfresco dining out front as you can see, and it is immediately in front of the sea views and the famous Cleethorpes Pier which we sold only a few months ago. Development opportunity to the rear of the property, subject to obtaining the necessary planning consents, with a guide price of 300 plus. North Lincoln